Okay, so if you've spent even 5 minutes online looking into trading, you've seen them. You know the type, the gurus, the mentors, these financial wizards who promise you this incredible life of freedom, all from a laptop. But how does that world actually work? Well, today we're going to unpack that entire playbook.
It almost always starts right here, with the dream. A massive, shiny, unbelievably expensive dream. And look, this isn't just a car, right? It's a symbol. It's the ultimate proof that this works. A visual promise screaming, hey, this could be you.
And the numbers, they're just staggering. I mean, we are not talking about a nice little salary here. We're talking about wealth that completely changes your life. And it's all presented as the direct result of mastering the markets. The message couldn't be clearer. Trading is the key to financial paradise. And this is the hook. This is the question that just pulls you right in, that makes you lean a little closer to your screen. Because if they can do it, maybe, just maybe, you can too. And this is where the journey really begins.
So, step 1 in the playbook? You have to craft an absolutely irresistible promise. And it's not just about selling a strategy. No, it's about selling a complete and total lifestyle transformation.
And you see this theme everywhere. It's so consistent. From one guru to the next, you see the exact same signs of success. You've got Happy FOREX showing off a G-Wagon at 27, hanging out with celebrities. You've got Lambo Raul posting these incredible videos about turning a few $1,000s into $100,000. It's this perfectly curated vision of a life with absolutely no limits. All right, so you're sold on the dream. You're in. The next logical step is to figure out the how. And this, my friends, is where the journey takes a sharp turn. Straight down a very deep and, let's be honest, a very confusing rabbit hole. All of a sudden, bam, you're hit with this wall of jargon. You'll start hearing about things like the Wyckoff method. It's an approach that promises to let you trade just like the smart money. It sounds super official, incredibly complex, and very professional.
And then before you can even process that, here comes another one, institutional order flow. Now you're being told you need to understand how the big banks and the hedge funds are moving their money. You feel that? The complexity is just piling up, and you're starting to think, man, I'm going to need a guide for all this.
Just when you think it can't possibly get more specific, you stumble onto concepts like turtle body soup. Yes, really. It's a unique strategy developed and named by one particular trader. And what's wild is how specialized it all feels. It creates this sense that there's a whole secret language out there that you need to learn.
And that's the feeling right there. You are officially down the rabbit hole of strategies and theories and acronyms. You came here for the Bugatti, and now you're sitting here trying to figure out what on earth turtle soup has to do with any of it.
But here's the thing. For so many people who go down this path, they find out that strategy isn't the final boss. Not even close. After months, sometimes years, of just staring at charts, you hit a totally different kind of obstacle. You hit the psychology wall.
And this poll from Day Trading Addict just illustrates the point perfectly. Take a look at this. Only a quarter of people said strategy was their biggest challenge. The huge majority pointed to internal battles, things like a lack of confidence or just overtrading. The enemy, as it turns out, is often staring right back at you in the mirror.
And that's why the whole conversation has to shift. You start seeing this flood of content that's not about charts, it's about your mind. That's because you're literally fighting your own brain's programming. You know, biases like FOMO, the fear of missing out, that makes you jump into a terrible trade. Or loss aversion, which makes you hold on to a losing stock way too long. Channels like Mind Over Markets and J-Done Trades, they're built around this one critical idea. Your psychology will either make you or break you.
Think about it. A perfect strategy is completely worthless without the discipline to actually execute it. Like Stick Trader says here, the real damage doesn't come from one bad trade. It comes from the moment you lose control.
So you've chased the dream, you've drowned yourself in strategies, and you have slammed right into that psychology wall. Now you arrive at a huge decision point. It's a fork in the road, and it's going to define the entire rest of your trading journey.
On one side, you've got the guru path. This is the world of expensive courses, private mentorships, and that constant focus on the luxury lifestyle. But on the other side, there's this growing movement that argues everything you need to know can and absolutely should be learned for free.
And this counter-narrative, it's really championed by creators like I'm in Trading. I mean, their entire mission is built on exposing what they call frauds and providing totally free resources. It's a direct challenge to this whole idea that you have to pay thousands of dollars for some kind of secret knowledge.
So if the secret isn't in some expensive course, then where is it?
Well, the final part of the playbook, the one championed by these process-driven traders, suggests the answer is way less glamorous than you'd think. It's what you might call the boring path to profit.
The real work, according to this path, isn't about secret indicators at all. It's about building a solid plan that turns your hope into an actual process. It's about focusing on the quality of your decisions, not just the number of trades you make. And maybe most importantly, it's about mastering yourself, because knowledge without discipline, that's just a really fast way to lose a lot of money. Trader JF's just sums it up perfectly here. I mean, your brain might get a little dopamine hit from being busy, from firing off a bunch of orders. But your account balance, it only cares about one thing: the quality of your decisions.
In the end, it's not a sprint to a Lambo. As Stick Trader reminds us, it is a game of consistency. The real winners aren't the people who have the biggest winning day. They're the ones who don't blow up their entire account on their worst day.
So that's the playbook. From the $1 million promise, down the strategy rabbit hole, to the psychological battlefield, and finally, to that fork in the road between the paid gurus and free knowledge. You've seen the map of this world. The only question left is, which road are you going to take?